It's more than a job to me. It's a job, it's a hobby, it's social, it's a passion, because I like looking at the history of it. The long traditions, I mean, it's nice that we still do it the same way today that the Romans did, the Vikings did, the Egyptians did, and I think pretty much around the world it's still done in the same way that it's always has been done, just modern twists on it. Today at the White Rose Cooperage we've been making a barrel for Temple Newsam. There's roughly 15 steps to making a cask, and they start with step 1, sawing off. We've got some staves on the workmate behind me and we're going to saw them off to length. Well, that's the very first process that we do. We're doing enough to make one cask today, but normally we do enough to make whatever the order is. Step 2 is jointing. It's called jointing because hundreds of years ago we used to do it on a wooden jointer, then a cast steel jointer, and then nowadays we do it on an electric surface planer. And the idea is to put the angles on the cask as we go along. Once we've jointed them, we have a piece of wood, which is a measuring stick. We push it across the ends of the staves so we can see each end's the same width. At the same time we do that, we look across the angles of the joint to make sure the joint's right, and also into the belly so we can see the shape of the cask before you actually start to raise it up. Step 3 is raising. Basically we fill the hoops, and the idea is to keep it nice and tight against your leg and keep popping the staves in, and we'll just keep going. And we pick up a truss hoop. This is a centre one, or one that's going to finish on the centre. All the ends are all loose up and down. The next part now is to get all them perfectly level all the way around. But the next part is fire. We put this hoop on, so when we put it on the fire, if we were to put it on the fire with no hoop on the bottom, the staves would just spring wider. This is what we call firing or trussing, and we've just dropped the cask over the fire. And you see we've put plenty of water in it to start with. But what the water and the heat do is form a steam, so it makes the timber pliable for bending. Once we've bent it, we've got all the hoops on, it then goes and sits back over the fire for another 2 minutes. What that does is when we come to put the lids in, it'll move just enough to get the lids in and out the cask, so it doesn't spring straight again. Now we've got the cask into the workshop, and this is where we use all the hand tools. The first job we're going to do is we're going to make a belly hoop for this end, then replace this end hoop with another end hoop for that end. Turn it over, take this hoop off, put belly hoop on that end, and then we're going to make a quarter hoop for this end as well. Take this off and then work that end. Step 5 is adds in. For this, which is an adze, and that's how we put the slope on, and all the work's done at the block. The next part is what I call dressing out the cask. We do that with an inside shave. Step 7 is chiving and crowsing. So the first bit is to use a chiv. This rounds the top 2 to 3 inch of the cask off. And then once we've done that, we're going to put the groove in called the crows. Step 8 is compassing and making the heads. Step 9 is putting the heads into the cask. What this is a river reed. This goes round the groove where the head is. This is the only sealer in the cask body. Everything we've just done, we'll do for the other end, the top end as we call it, the end that's going to have a tap in. And then we'll remove the hoops, and using a downright, we strike the joints so the joints look zebrified. So we go down and level all the joints off with this. Put the hoops back on, both ends, Step 11 is to bar the end hoops down with the 28.5 iron bar. Step 12 is to fit the brass fitments. That's a bush, that's a cast filling hole, so that goes in the centre of the unstaves. And that's a tap hole, so that go in the top edge, so you could put your casket tap in for the beer. Step 13 is to put your block mark in. And that goes in every piece of work. Step 14 is to paint it. Here's a little one I just finished just before you come, look. So you can see the zebra striping. You can see the brass fitment in there, block marking, and that's a standard Imperial 9-gallon cask, so that's a quarter of the cask it stood on. Step 15 is to send it to the customer.